This is a library training video for the London School of Theology. I'll show you how to access our online learning resources through the library catalogue, which is called Librarysearch. Now, this is called Librarysearch because obviously that's what it does, but it is also the first part of the catalogue internet address. So we'll type it in now. librarysearch.lst.ac.uk. We have access to over 37,000 ebooks and 1,200 online journal titles, plus a number of databases. Now you can see at the top of the page it says Full EBSCO Discovery Service. EBSCO is the company, Discovery Service is what it is, and in brackets it says EDS, so we'll refer to EBSCO Discovery Service by the abbreviation EDS from now on. Now, this is how we search all of our electronic resources at once. However, it is best, this particular link at the top is best reserved for those who are doing research, that is third years and our postgraduate researchers. And the reasons for that are described in the green area on the right under the title For Our Researchers. So we're not going to use that. We're going to use the drop-down box next to the grey area labelled Search. We won't do it yet. There's a good reason for that, and I would say before you do any searching for electronic resources, follow these instructions. Now, when we do use the search, the drop-down search I've just mentioned, there are two sources which don't get included in this particular version of EDS. The first is ProQuest ebook set, which is 17,000 of our ebooks, so it's a large amount, and also Lerb classical books. Now you see under useful links, they're both listed there, so you can get to them separately, but we won't be doing that in this particular session. First of all, it is very important to avoid going round and round in circles, doing the same things, to log into your account. So we're clicking on log into your account at the top right hand, and it brings us to this screen. Now, this is the LST Shibboleth screen, and you will encounter it in many different ways. You may have already encountered it when you signed into your email, if you've done that already. So, or the VLE. So you enter the first part of your email address, which is your name. In this case, that's my name. You can see I've already got it in there as one of my passwords that managed by Chrome browser, but I'm going to type it in so you can see exactly what you'll have to do. So my password. That's typing in the password, and it should take us straight through. Now, it doesn't look much different, except for the fact that on the left, you'll notice that list of useful links has disappeared, and at the top right, you'll see my name has appeared. So that tells you you're into your account. Now we're ready to search. So we'll go up to the white search next to catalogue, and we'll switch to Discovery. And you see it popped up, Search EDS. So we know we're in the right place. So let's do a search, and let's use the term liberation theology. And you notice as I start typing, you get suggestions popping up. Those are the titles of ebooks and also journals and things. So the search terms appear in those. You can choose one of them if you like, but for the purposes of demonstration, I'm just going to hit the key that says go. There we go. So that goes with the search. Now, once it gets through, you'll notice that the number of hits appears at the top, and it is of the order of tens of thousands of titles and articles. In this particular case, 19,855 results. You can browse the list of hits by going down the page, and you'll notice all the titles. And you'll notice on the left it says refine your search, and there are lots of what librarians call facets, like if you were to take a diamond and turn it to different parts of the light. There's lots of facets of the search here. Now those particular terms listed in this column are all derived from the hits you've just produced from the search, and they can be used, as it says, to refine your search. Often it's good to know, the only thing we're going to do is we're going to use the slider, this date published slider. Often it's good to know which are the latest publications on a particular subject. So I'm going to slide that, click on it, drag across until we get to 2009. There we go. And then tick and watch the number of hits at the top. It will change. It's gone down. So these are only the ones in the last 10 years. We'll stick with this screen for the demonstration. Now you can use the line above the hits. You see this line here? It says results per page, to change the way the results are presented to you. In fact, you can also change the search itself. This, you can see, has got different ways of searching. Smart text searching means not only search the author and titles, the keywords and the notes about each particular work, but also search within the text of the things themselves. So within an article, within an ebook, and you'll find that the hits will go up if you select that. So we'll just search smart text searching. See, it's gone up massively because you're searching inside of those particular things now. Okay, we'll stick on this page. We'll scroll down and we'll go into an individual particular work. We're going to choose, yes, doing a theology from disappeared bodies. That sounds interesting. You'll notice that the source is the Oxford Handbook of Feminist Theology. So we're going to click on that one. And when we go through, you get, often when you go through to the individual hit, you'll get a description. You can see a description of the article, so that would tell you maybe whether you really want to read that article or not, and something about the author, which might be helpful. But also on the top right, also at the bottom, at the top right, it gives you 3 different ways of accessing the article. Now you can experiment with those if you like, but I'm going to go direct, view the record in Oxford University Press. You'll notice a new window opened because we're leaving the library catalogue and we're going to the publisher's website. Get rid of that thing. Those usually pop up when you go to websites these days. And you'll notice there's a little red padlock below the title there, which means the article is locked. Well, we can get to it, but you have to sign in via your institution. Now, there are a number of different sources in the electronic resources we have, and each of them has its own method of access, and I will cover those in separate training videos in the library YouTube channel, but I won't cover it here. So that's just an illustration that it goes to another page. So we'll go back to the hits by closing that window and then going back to the results that we had before. This time, let's choose an ebook. Now, this is rather unusual. You may or may not go to it in your studies. You can see resource type ebook. We'll click on the title. We'll go through. Again, it's the page, the individual record page. Gives you a little bit in the description about what's in it. Let's click on the ebook EPUB. A new window is opened, and you'll see with this one, institutional login. Again, a different way of logging in. And this is also covered in one of the videos, so we won't go through it. But you can see how you can get through the same search. You can get through many different types of source, This is an ebook. This is a journal called Black Theology. This is another journal called Political Theology. And we go through, you'll see all the different sources. Yep, lots of different types of sources. So there will tell you Oxford Handbook. There we go, that we just went to that one. And the Oxford Handbook of African American Theology, all different sorts. So through this one search, you can search multiple online resources. With this particular method, you will only get hits where you can actually read the article. Mostly, there's some anomalies, but that's mostly the point of going through this method through the catalogue with a drop down to discovery. So we've closed that browser tab. At the bottom and both at the bottom and top of the page, you'll notice there are different numbers here. You can go up through the pages of the hits, so you can browse through each page of hits and see what you can find that way if you're searching for something in particular and you're not particularly sure what. There are many additional features to enhance your searching experience, but these also will be covered in a different training video, and that one will be entitled Catalogue Features. So that's the end of this video.